Now, if you get finished with your task 1, then you can actually move on to your task 3. Task 2 is your Scratch project. You might be working on that too, depending on what your teachers are doing. But task 3 is starting your rock story. So it is actually put in to this original document here, this STEM portfolio. I'm sorry, I should have actually put that on there. And if you open that up, this is what you see. It outlines very specifically what we're doing. It says that your task 1 was your report. Your task 2 has been your ICT digital notebook that you've been working on. And the last task was based on our excursion, rock story of the Glasshouse Mountains. Now if you scroll down here, or click that heading thing, it takes you down to task 3. This is where you actually draft, and I do mean draft your ideas, because you're going to present to someone or tell the story of a place in the Glasshouse Mountains and what's happened. You're presenting. This is just for you to put your ideas down. So very first thing, you need to have a chosen area. You need to put in a picture here of the area you'd like to talk about. Now, how do you get that picture? Well, over here in our assignment thing on Google Classroom, I've given you access to a student resource folder. This is what it looks like right now. In here, you've got all of these different stories here. So say if I open up this one, this here is story 3, there's story 3. Okay, story 6, there you go. So all of these stories are in here for you to pick. You just pick whichever one you want and you insert it into here. That's your story. Now, once you have one of those stories inserted, I'm just going to show you how to do that so you can. So I'm just going to go, okay, so say I want to do story 3. So pick the story you want, download it. It's a PNG file. Download it. And then you just get to upload it into here. I'm just going to put that on my desktop. And over here, I'm going to say, okay, I want to replace that image with one from my computer. Yes, I have a lot on my desktop. I know. There we go. There. Now that's a bit big, so I might make it a little bit smaller, but it just gives me something to work with. So now I have that picture there, and I'm going to start working through finding out the stories of all of these rocks. Okay, so I put in all the names of my rocks. Now I want you to think, before you just put them in, you think, what order did they come in? Which came first? Which came last? Okay, you need to try and figure that out and order it here. But either way, I want you to put down the names here, and this is going to, I'm just going to pause the video. And you can actually then add in some images of that rock and talk about it and describe how it was made. Now, to give you some extra help here, I've actually got images of these rocks as well, again in that same student resources folder. So Trackite, you go here. Again, I'm going to have to download it because I haven't figured out any other way around that right now. But there's Trackite. Come back to my assignment, and I can actually put it in there. And there's a picture. Not very big right now, but there's a picture. I'll try and fix that up before we go any further. So there's my Trackite picture cropped, and that's what the crystal structure looks like, and that's what it looks like in real life. Now you have to simply talk to me about whether it's igneous, sedimentary, or metamorphic. Talk to me about the crystal sizes and what that tells you about where it came from and what type of rock it is and what conditions it was made on from, whether it cooled quickly, whatever. You need to describe that there. And then I want you to explain it in a bit more detail to help, yes, that's the bell, develop the story. Okay? You need to do that for all of those rocks. You're going to start that today, but I know you won't finish it today, and that is fine. You can keep going with this over the weekend, and next week we'll start to look at your presentations and how you tell this story. Good luck.